Okay, we'll go back to. Welcome back to day 182. I don't even know. 3? Anyways, point is, we're here, you know? Kind of just got up. Well, not just now. I mean, I got up, ate, hung out, celebrated my sister's graduation. Shout out to every single person who can do school during a global pandemic that has the option of quitting. The grades are probably down and people are like, oh my god, people are so bad. It's like, it's because the system isn't smoothed out, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, point is, I love this shirt. It's like textured on the inside, but it has a lining on the inside, so the texture of it isn't touching me at all times, because I think I couldn't do that because that's so much, you know? But point is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really doing anything, dude. Need to email back someone, and I forgot to. Need to bring tissues upstairs. Need to wipe off lotion so I can go in my room because of allergies. And I don't know. I feel a little queasy. I don't know what it was from. So there's that. What else? Oh yeah, I just remembered one time when my church group went to Texas for a big church thing. There was like thousands of people, like 10,000 Christians from all over the country. Besides West Virginia, I think they said there was absolutely no West Virginia there. And we were the only one from our state. Not the point. Point being that I just remembered that these boys, like there was the girl group, the boy group, obviously it was in the girl group. I think I was like 16, 17, 16. And so I was in that group. And then there was the other group, the boy group, but obviously we're all together. But we had a room, they had a room. And I remember them being like, oh, we can't share a bed, it would be gay. And I'm just like, what are you guys gonna do? There's 3 of you. And there's 2 queen-size beds. What are you gonna do? And they go, oh, one of us will sleep on the chair or on the floor, and we're gonna switch. Just share a bed. Just share a bed. You can flip upside down, you know? You can just be like, make sure you're hugging that edge of the bed. But why are you sleeping on the floor for a week? You're sleeping on the floor. That's stupid. Like, that's just ridiculous. You're being foolish. Sleep on a bed. And I just remember that because at one point we it was a morning, I was brushing my teeth and they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, we're taking a little bit. And they're like, people, like women take so long, they're putting on makeup, blah blah blah. And someone's like, I even shaved, and he's like, showed me his face, and I'm like, you have hair, you didn't do a good job, honey. You didn't even do a good job. It's like I rushed because I didn't want us to be late, but yet here we are. And I'm just like, okay, chill, I'm brushing my teeth. There's one bathroom, just calm down. So I brush my teeth, we leave. And some other people, obviously we put on sunscreen, we and it was somebody put on makeup, at least like the main leader, the leader of the women, like the woman leader, and she had her makeup on, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And what happened was we were leaving on like day like 3 or 4 out of like 5 days, and it must have been like 3, and we're leaving and we're like, yeah, you know, sorry we took so long. And somebody was like, oh, I didn't know we were leaving yet. Like one of the guys was like, I didn't know we were leaving. And I'm like, what do you mean? You guys came to us saying that we were late. What do you mean you didn't know we were leaving? And they're like, oh, I just didn't know. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, I would have brushed my teeth then. You saw me brushing my teeth, and you guys didn't think, hey, maybe when we go back to our room to wait for you, we will now brush our teeth. But no, they didn't think of that. So anyways, so apparently for most of this trip, during the morning, none of them brushed their teeth. None. And I'm just like, none of you guys are waiting for us, and none of you brushed your teeth? Okay. Ow. So then I'm like, okay, you didn't brush your teeth, whatever. Well, not really whatever, but whatever. But then later in the trip, or maybe it's the same day, and I'm like, well, at least you guys are taking showers or something as a joke. And they're like, yeah. And one of them goes, well, for the first day you didn't have shampoo. And I'm like, what do you mean for the first day you didn't have shampoo? He goes, yeah, because I showered first, no one put out the shampoo, so I couldn't shampoo my hair. And I'm like, you don't have your own shampoo? Kid, I had 2 siblings with me, so we only brought 1 shampoo and conditioner because we knew we were all going to use it. But I'm like, what do you mean you don't have shampoo? He's like, well, someone put some in, and someone's like, yeah, I've been using that person's, like another guy was like, I've been using that guy's shampoo as well. The third guy in the room didn't have hair. So I go, you mean the guy that doesn't need shampoo because his hair is shorter than this on the sides here? That guy? And they look and they're like, it was not shampoo. They've been using body wash for a week in their hair, no conditioner. And I'm like, what? What? So it's just so ridiculous to me that they didn't use any shampoo, conditioner. They didn't. I'm just like, what? And I asked, like, why did they do that? And they're like, oh, well, if I thought someone else would bring it. And I asked all of them, and they're like, well, someone else would bring it. And I'm like, none of you brought shampoo, just assuming another, like, you guys have each other's numbers. You guys could text each other, but no. You guys all were like, no, the other person's gonna bring it. What? So anyways, but the last guy's like, I didn't wait for anyone to bring shampoo or think of it because I don't have hair. And I'm like, also, why did you guys brush your teeth? Brush your teeth. Why? Yeah. It's fine. So the idea that like none of them brought shampoo, none of them brought conditioner, no one even checked to see if it was even shampoo. No one even checked to see if it was shampoo. You guys just used it? You didn't even ask. You just used it? Okay. But moreover, I don't know, man. The fact that, like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. But then, I don't know. It was a mess. To be fair, one of them turned out to be really, well, we realized, we knew, but he was kind of racist and voted for Trump, thought Trump was great, fantastic. But also, whatever your politics are, just we know we're laughing at each other as a candidate. And I'm like, give it. I only really cared about the last couple elections because I was finally old enough to realize what was at stake. But the idea that you think certain candidates are equal, especially because he says he's bisexual, and I say he says because I haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know if he what. But what happened was he said he's bisexual, and I'm like, cool. Especially back then, I was like, I'm asexual. He still texted me a lot of sexual things, and I'm like, why are you texting me sexual things? Stop, I'm not interested. Stop. Anyways, point is, he also texted other people too, but at that point he was of age and I wasn't. Fun fact. But B, he also is super homophobic. Love that. So I don't know, his dad really screwed him up. Like, really screwed him up. So I don't like picking on. I feel bad for him being young and being like this, but once he started becoming an adult, like freaking 18, that's when I last really talked to him, and he couldn't control his anger at all. Like, if you made him even slightly angry, he would throw things and break things and throw things to hurt people. And I'm like, he also may have gotten I'm not doing that from somebody in front of a sleeping 14-year-old when he was 18. That's what got him kicked out. So yeah, not a good guy. That guy really sucked. It got worse and worse and worse. So I can only assume where he is now. Which I am sad that I defriended him on Facebook a while ago. But like 4 or 5 years ago, when I'm like logged on just to defriend him. Because I would have loved to be friends with him because, and only because, I want to come out on Facebook as trans, and I want to know what he thinks. The problem is, I wouldn't hear it anyways, because he wouldn't say his honest opinions. Because again, he could be a very good ally / LGBT person, like community, and just say racist, homophobic, transphobic things on Facebook because that's where his dad is. And so it's really this kind of thing where it's like, your dad screwed you up this much and you don't want to say certain things in front of your dad. However, you know, but yeah, there's like, where do you blame the parents for things versus where you blame the person? Because there is a line, and I don't quite know. It's not like 18 boom handled. because it's not quite just 18. Boom, you're done. But it's a certain point, and that happened with Caitlin Bennett because not you. I learned that she went to conversion therapy when she was younger to make sure she's not gay. That's what I heard. That's messed up. That's 100% messed up. And I understand if she would not understand and actually view the LGBT community badly because she has this really bad association between it. However, when is it okay? You feel this way, but now it's been years and you can stop it and you're doing more damage to more people, you know? Because if, like, this guy from my church, if he feels bad about the LGBT community or wants to say certain things in front of his dad, okay, but now you're sending that out. You're saying transphobic things. You're saying transphobic things. You're saying homophobic things. You're saying racist things. You're saying, haha, bomb Japan again. Actual quote. Well, not a quote. But he made a joke about it. He was like, oh, what happened last time, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like an order, and then it's like US bombs Japan is like next on like the repeating list. But not in a bad way. Not like we need to stop it from happening, but in a ha ha ha. Wouldn't it be funny if we do that? No. So anyways, he's not a good guy. He's not. He's really not. He's really not. Like, he's really not. Anyways, point is, stay safe and stay hydrated. Thanks, Mark. But yeah, I don't know. That guy was messed up. Like, messed up. His dad was horrible. Oh yeah, they were also ableist. Right, how did I forget about that? Which is messed up because I'm like, you have a heart condition, my dude. You need to take medicine and have surgeries and stuff. And you're going to be ableist? Just because you view mental disabilities differently. And obviously, different struggles, different illnesses, different disabilities. But like, dude, don't be ableist. That's messed up. Forgot about that. Ooh, that's a lot.